Let's start with practice set 2.5. Here we have an activity given where there is a picture and we have to fill in the blanks and complete it. Okay. So in this picture, if you see, we have been given a quadratic equation which is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And here b square minus 4ac is equal to 5. That is, on solving this, we have the answer as 5. And here it is b square minus 4ac, the answer is minus 5. Okay, and we have asked what is the nature of the roots, that is how are the roots of the equation. So let us understand how are the roots. So always remember that nature of the roots depends on the value of b square minus 4ac. That is, on solving this, whatever the value we get, it gives us what is the roots, how are the roots. So let us understand it more. This b square minus 4ac is called as determinant. Okay, and it is denoted by a Greek letter. This is called as delta. If we solve b square minus 4ac, which is delta, on solving this, if we get the value equal to 0, the roots are called as real and equal. Okay, if delta is equal to 0 on solving the equation, the roots will be called as real and equal. Next, if on solving b square minus 4ac, in short it is written as delta, and the value, if we get the value greater than 0, that is in positive number, then the roots are called as real and unequal. And if on solving b square minus 4ac, if we get the value smaller than 0, that is in negative numbers, the roots are not real. Okay, the roots are not real. So here if you look at the equation, quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. On solving, the value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that is delta is equal to 5, which is greater than 0. As it is greater than 0, this will be applied, which is the nature of roots are real and unequal. Let's take another one. Here value of b square minus 4ac, that is delta, is equal to minus 5, which is smaller than 0. Okay, it is smaller than 0, it is negative. That is the reason roots are not real. Let's move on to the second picture. If you see, the second picture is sum of roots is equal to minus 7, and we are asked to write the quadratic equation whose sum of roots are addition is minus 7 and their product is equal to 5. So what we will do here, I will just put a star mark here and we are going to park this question for now, because on solving this exercise further we will be able to solve this question. So after completing this exercise, that is practice set 2.5, we will come back and we will solve this question again. Similarly, with question number 3, even this question we are going to park here. Okay, and we will solve this question again later after completing the exercise practice set 2.5. Okay, at the end I'm going to give the answers for this question, for these two questions. Now let's move on to question number 2, that is find the value of discriminant, and we have been given an equation, that is x square plus 7x minus 1. So let us understand what is discriminant. Okay, question is find the value of discriminant. So how we will understand what to do? So it is very important that we know the value, we know what this word is called as. Discriminant is nothing but it is called as delta or determinant, which is nothing but b square minus 4ac, also denoted by letter delta. Okay, so it is very important to keep these things in mind. Either in question the question can be find the value of discriminant, the question can be find the value of delta, the question can be find the value of determinant, or find the value of b square minus 4ac. So the first step is, if we compare the given equation, okay, the solution is, the given equation is x square plus 7x minus 1. If we compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1. Here it is 1. Okay, b is equal to plus 7, and c plus c, it is in the equation it is plus c, but in equation we have minus 1. So the value of c will be minus 1. We get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to minus 1. So as we need to find out the value of the discriminant, which can be written as discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. We need to find the value of this. So what is b? B is 7 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 1 is equal to 7 square is 49 minus 4 into 1 is 4, and this minus 1 as it is here. Let's solve this further. I will write down it again. 49 minus 4, sorry, minus 4 into minus 1. So how we will solve this? 49. This minus into minus is plus. 4 into 1 is 4. So what is the value? 49 plus 4 is 53. So answer of this delta is 53. So the value of the discriminant here is delta is equal to 53. Next question, that is second equation that is given is 2y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. So here first we will write down the given equation. It is 2y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. So compare this given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. On comparing, we get the value of a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 5. Here in the equation it is minus sign, so don't forget to write minus sign. Okay. C is equal to plus 10. C value of C is 10. Now we need to find the value of discriminant. So what is discriminant? That is, we need to find value of delta. How we will write? That is b square minus 4ac. What is the value of b? B is minus 5 whole square minus 4 into a into c. Now let's solve this. What is minus 5 square? That is minus 5 into minus 5 is, here I will write minus 5 into minus 5 is equal to, minus into minus is plus, 5 into 5 is 25. That is minus 5 square is 25. Minus 4 into 2 is, minus into plus is minus, 4 to is 8 into 10. Okay, it is 25 minus 8 into 10 is 80. Why minus 80? Because minus 8 into 10, minus into plus is minus, that is the reason we got minus, and 8 tens are 80. Therefore what we will get here, plus 25 and minus 80. Okay, plus into minus is minus, sign of the bigger number is minus, 80 minus 25 is 55. Therefore we got delta is equal to 55, which is the answer. The next equation that is given is root of 2x square plus 4x plus 2 root 2 is equal to 0. And again we need to find the value of discriminant. So let us first compare the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. On comparing this, we get value of a is equal to root 2, value of b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 2 root 2. And also, as we need to find the value of discriminant, we will write discriminant, that is delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So what is b here? B is 4, that is b square is 4 square minus 4 into a is root 2 and c is 2 root 2. Okay, take this in bracket. So here on solving this further, 4 square is 16. Okay, if you see here it is minus 4. Let's take the numbers first, minus 4 and 2 is here. Okay, so 4 into 2 is 8, plus in minus into plus is minus, minus 8 into root 2 from here into root 2 that was remaining from here. Okay, so solve this further. 16 minus 8. Solve this brackets first. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Okay, understood? Is equal to 16 minus 8 into 2 is 16. So the value of delta here is equal to 0. Do not panic if you get any sums which contains root or root 2 or any roots. Okay, because it is nothing but deal it like a number, a normal number, and it will be easier for you to solve the problems. Moving on to next question is determine the nature of roots of following quadratic equation. What is the question? Determine the nature of roots. So we need to remember we learned in first question, that is nature of roots. Here I have explained if the value of delta is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. If delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and unequal. And if delta is less than 0, the roots are not real. This is what we need to understand and work in question number 3. This is the equation already given. So let us solve this further. The question that is given is x square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. So even here first we will need to find out the value of delta. What is delta? If it is greater than 0, equal to 0 or less than 0, and based on that we will be able to find the nature of roots. So first thing that we will do is we will first compare the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and with the help of this we will get the value of a as 1 from here, b as minus 4 as it is minus sign in the equation, therefore b will be minus 4, c is equal to 4. Okay, again we need to find the value of delta over here, which is b square minus 4ac. So let us solve this. Therefore b square is equal to delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to, what is b is minus 4 square minus 4 from the formula, 4 into a is 1 and c is 4 is equal to minus 4 into minus 4 is 16. Minus into minus is plus, that is the reason here we got 16 minus 4 into 1 is 4 and this 4 is equal to 16 minus 4 into 4 is 16. Therefore, here the delta is equal to 0. Delta, value of delta is equal to 0. So what do we come to know from this? As the value of delta is equal to 0, so let's go and recall the understanding. Value of delta we got, value of delta is 0. That means the roots are real and equal. Okay, as we have been asked in the question, here the value of delta is equal to 0. Therefore, the nature of roots are real and equal. Move on to next equation. Even here we need to find the nature of roots of the given quadratic equation. So the question that is already given is 2y square minus 7y plus 2 is equal to 0. Even here first thing that we will do is compare the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7 as it is minus in the equation, and c is equal to 2. Okay, as we need to determine the nature of roots of the equation, we will need to find the value of the delta first. So let us find the value of delta, that is delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to b is minus 7 square minus 4 into a is 2 and c is 2 is equal to minus 7 into minus 7, minus into minus is plus, 7 into 7 is 49 minus minus 4 into 2 is minus into plus is minus, 4 to the 8 and this 2 is remaining is equal to 49 minus into plus is minus, 8 to the 16 and 49 minus 16 is 33. So here the value of delta is 33, which is greater than 0. Here as delta is equal to 33, that is 33 is greater than 0. Therefore, value of delta is greater than 0 and hence it is unequal. If it is equal to 0, we will call it as equal. If it is greater than 0, we will call it as unequal. And if the number here, suppose in case if we had got the value of delta as minus 33, anything which is in negative, it will be called as not real. Okay. So just pause this video and copy down the question and the solution for the same. Once done, just move on to the next question. Question number 3. Third question from the third question. Third equation from the third question. So the third equation that is given is m square plus 2m plus 9 is equal to 0. Always remember the first step, that is we will compare the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We will get value of a as 1, b as 2 and c is 9. Okay, even here we need to find the value of the discriminant. So let us solve that first. That is solving it. Delta is equal to b squared minus 4ac is equal to b squared is what is b? It is 2 square minus 4 into a, that is 1, into c is 9 is equal to 2 square is 2 into 2 is 4 minus 4 into 1 is minus 4 into plus 1 is minus 4 and this 9. Okay, so 4 minus into plus is minus, 4 nines are 36. So here it is plus 4 and minus 36. How we will solve this? Plus into minus is minus, that is we need to subtract. 36 minus 4 is 32 and what is the sign of the bigger number is minus 32. So here delta is equal to minus 32, which is a negative number. Here delta is equal to minus 32. Here as delta is minus 32, which is less than 0, therefore delta is also less than 0 and hence the roots are not real. You can pause the video now and copy down the question and the answer solution to this. Always solve the question and understand what we are trying to do. Only solving will make it easier to understand. What is the question? Form the quadratic equation from the roots of given below. Until now, here what we have been given, we have been given the roots in the question and we need to form the quadratic equation. So until now we were given the quadratic equation and we were asked to find the roots. Now in this question we need to find the quadratic equation from the roots. Okay, so let's remember few formulas where in such cases where we have the roots given and we have to find the quadratic equation. So the formulas to remember when we have been given the roots. Okay, the roots we will take as alpha and beta. Alpha is denoted by this and beta. So the formula where alpha and beta are roots, the formula is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta. So in this case, to solve this using other roots, we will first need to find the value of alpha plus beta and then we will also need alpha into beta, the value of alpha into beta, and then we can write the equation in this form. Okay, so let's try and understand how we will do that. As we will go and solve the questions, you will be able to understand it more clearly. Okay, so the first question and that is given, the roots which are given is 0 and 4. Solution. So what we will do, let alpha be 0 and beta be 4. Okay, so as from here, as we need to find the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, let's solve this first. Then what we will get, alpha plus beta will be 0 plus 4, which will be 4. And what will we also need, alpha into beta, that is multiplication of alpha into beta, that is 0 into 4 will be 0. Therefore, what is the equation where the roots, what is the required equation where the roots are alpha and beta? That is, so the required equation where alpha and beta are the roots of the equation is, this is the required equation, x square minus alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. So as we have the values of both alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, we will write down the equation. X square will be as it is minus, what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta from here is 4, this x as it is, plus alpha and beta. What is the value of alpha and beta? It is 0, is equal to 0. Understood? And hence this is the required quadratic equation. As asked in the question, form the quadratic equation from the roots given below. Let's move on to next question. Okay, what are the roots? We have four times the roots given, and we need to form the quadratic equation. So here let alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to minus 10. So if we do that, we will first need to find the value of alpha and beta, alpha plus beta. That is, alpha is 3 plus beta is minus 10. So solving this further, 3 plus into minus is minus 10. Okay, 3 into minus 10 is equal to, plus into minus is minus 10, and here we get the value as minus 7. So alpha plus beta we have minus 7. What is alpha into beta? 3 into minus 10 is equal to minus 30. So the required equation where alpha and beta are the roots is, what is the required equation? Where alpha and beta are the roots, we can write the equation as x squared minus alpha plus beta plus x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So just write down the values now. X squared minus, what is alpha plus beta? It is minus 7. Okay, minus 7x plus, what is alpha into beta? It is minus 30 is equal to 0. We can solve this further now. Therefore, x squared, this minus into minus is plus 7x. This plus into minus is minus 30 is equal to 0. So this is called as the required quadratic equation. You can just pause the video and copy down the question and its solution. Once done, we will move on to next roots that is given is 1 upon 2n minus 1 upon 2. These are the roots given and we need to form the quadratic equation. So let alpha is equal to 1 upon 2 and beta is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So to find alpha plus beta, 1 upon 2 plus minus 1 upon 2 is equal to, this plus and this minus will change to plus into minus is minus. Okay, so plus 1 upon 2 and minus upon 2 is nothing but equal to 0. This plus and minus gets cancelled, is equal to 0. Therefore, alpha plus beta is equal to 0 and alpha into beta is equal to 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2. Therefore, minus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 2 into 2 is 4. Therefore, the required quadratic equation where alpha and beta are the roots is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. As we have the value for alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, we can write x square minus, what is alpha plus beta? We have alpha plus beta is equal to 0 x plus, what is alpha into beta? It is minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, we can write it as x squared. This minus 0x is makes no sense. That is, we can write this directly. Plus into minus is minus and 1 upon 4 is equal to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. You can pause the video and copy down the question and the solution for this. Then we will move on to next question where the roots are given and we need to form the quadratic equation. So as the roots are already given, let alpha be 2 minus root 5 and beta is equal to 2 plus root 5. Okay. So how we will write this alpha plus beta is equal to, alpha is 2 minus root 5 plus beta is 2 plus root 5. So if you see here, it is minus 5 and it is plus 5. So these two will get cancelled and 2 plus 2 will give us 4. So value of alpha plus beta is 4. How we will write alpha into beta? That is, alpha is 2 minus root 5 into beta is 2 plus root 5. If you remember the formula of a minus b into a plus b, we can write it in the same form. Instead, I will just solve and guide you further. So this 2 in multiplied by next bracket, 2 plus root 5, close the bracket, minus root 5 into this bracket again, 2 plus root 5. What we will get here, 2 to the 4 plus 2 root 5 minus 2 into root 5 is minus 2 root 5. This minus into plus is minus root 5 into root 5 is 5 is equal to, you can see here plus 2 root 5 and here minus 2 root 5 both gets cancelled. 4 and minus 1 will give us minus 1. That is plus 4 minus 5, plus into minus is minus. 5 minus 4 is 1. Sign of the bigger number is minus. So we got value of alpha into beta is minus 1. So therefore the required equation where alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, the equation is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So let's put the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So alpha plus beta is 4 and alpha into beta is minus 1. Therefore, x square minus 4x, this plus into minus is minus 1 is equal to 0. And this is the required quadratic equation. So here you can pause the video, copy down the question and its solution, and do try to solve it on your own 2 to 3 times at least, and you will be able to solve any questions related to this. Question number 5. Sum of roots of quadratic equation is double their product. What is this? This is the condition. That is, whatever the roots of quadratic equation that we will get will be double their product. And we need to find the value of k if the equation is this. So the equation is already given. First we will write the given equation. It is x square minus 4kx plus k plus 3 is equal to 0. So here we need to find k. What is k? Okay. Find value of k. That is k is equal to how much? So that means that there is some value. K can be anything, 1, k can be equal to 2, k can be equal to 5, k is equal to 8, anything. So that means k is nothing but a number. Okay. So let us make this equation little easy. How can we do that? X squared minus 4kx, and we will pair this k plus 3. Okay, k plus 3 equal to 0. And also in the question it is given sum of the roots of quadratic equation is double their product. So if we say that if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, then based on the given condition, sum of the roots means addition. That is alpha plus beta is double their product. That is double means 2 times of their product. What is product means? Multiplication. 2 times their product, matlab its own product. Okay, this is based on the condition. This is already given in question. Okay, mark this as equation, this as 1. We will mark this as 1. Also, we know the formula of alpha plus beta. Do remember these formulas. You can by heart or learn these formulas. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. We can get the value of alpha plus beta by substituting the value of b and a. Also, alpha into beta is c upon a. We can substitute the value of c upon a and find the product, that is alpha into beta. So to solve this, we need alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. the values. So this equation, if we compare, what we will do here, compare the equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get value of a is equal to 1 from here, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to k plus 3. Now let's solve this further. Therefore, value of alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So what is minus b? What is b? Value of b is minus 4k. So this is b minus from here, and the value of b is minus 4k upon a is 1. And alpha into beta, c upon a. What is c? C is k plus 3 and a is 1. C is k plus 3 upon a. So let's check now. From the given condition, what was the given condition? A alpha plus beta is equal to 2 times alpha into beta. So from the given condition, alpha plus beta is equal to 2 times alpha into beta. This is already given. Let's substitute the value. Also, if you see here, this can be further solved as minus into minus is plus 4k upon 1. No need to write upon 1. It is already 4k. And this is nothing but k plus 3 upon 1 is equal to k plus 3. So now, from the given condition, alpha plus beta, what is the value of alpha plus beta? It is 2k, 4k, alpha plus beta is 4k is equal to this 2 into alpha into beta is k plus 3. So solve this. 4k is equal to 2 into k is 2k plus 2 into 3 is 6. Let's solve this further. Therefore, 4k, this 2k will come on the left hand side. It will become minus 2k is equal to 6. Therefore, 4k minus 2k is 2k is equal to 6. Therefore, k is equal to 6 upon 2. This 2 will come down. So 2 ones are and 2 threes are. Therefore, value of k we got as 3. Therefore, k is equal to 3. This is very simple question. Just you need to remember the formula of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, which is also very easy to remember. Just try solving the question 2 to 3 times and you will be able to solve any questions related to this. Moving on to next question, question number 6 from practice set 2.5. Here we have been given alpha. Question is alpha comma beta are the roots of equation y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. And we are asked to find the value of alpha square plus beta square. And second one is alpha cube plus beta cube. Here you need to learn few formulas for alpha and beta. In previous question we learned the formula of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Now we need to remember and learn the formula of alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 into alpha into beta. Okay, this will make easier to solve such questions. So the first one we will solve here is alpha square plus beta square. So as the given equation is y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0, on comparing this with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get the value of a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to minus 7. So let us first find the value of alpha plus beta. Okay, the alpha plus beta is minus b upon a from the previous formulas that I mentioned in question number 5. Here alpha plus beta is minus b upon a and alpha into beta is c upon a. So let's solve this. What is minus b upon a? It is minus from this is equal to minus, and what is b is minus 2 upon a is 1. So this is plus 2, only 2. Okay, and 1 is in the denominator. What is alpha into beta is c upon a. What is c? C is minus 7. Okay, here it is minus 7 is equal to minus 7 upon 1, that is nothing but equal to minus 7. So as we are supposed to find alpha square plus beta square, what is the formula? The formula is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 into alpha into beta. This is from this formula. Substitute the value alpha plus beta whole square. What is alpha plus beta? We have alpha plus beta is equal to 2. From where? This is the value of alpha plus beta. It is 2. Write the value 2 square minus 2 into alpha into beta. What is alpha into beta? Is minus 7. From where did we got this? From here. We have found the value already. Alpha into beta is minus 7. So let's solve this. 2 square is 4 minus 2 into minus 7, minus into minus is plus, 2 into 7 is 14, and 14 plus 4 is 18. So what is the value of alpha square plus beta square is equal to 18. And now we also need to find the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. Second one is alpha cube plus beta cube. Another important formula to remember is alpha cube plus beta cube. It is alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 into alpha into beta into alpha plus beta. So write down the formula for alpha cube plus beta cube. It is alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 into alpha into beta into alpha plus beta. So substituting the values, we already have value of alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is 2. From here, I will mark this as 3 stars. Alpha plus beta is 2. 2 cube minus 3 into alpha into beta. What is the value of alpha into beta? From here it is minus 7. 3 into minus 7 into alpha plus beta is again 2 is equal to, what is 2 cube? That is 2 cube is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 4 into 2 is equal to 8. So 2 cube is 8 minus, or if you see minus 3 into minus 7 is minus into minus is plus, 3 into 7 is 21 into 2 is equal to 8 plus 21 into 2 is 42 is equal to 8 plus 42 is 50. So alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to 50. So for question number 6, the answer is alpha square plus beta square is 18 and alpha cube plus beta cube is 50. Moving on to question number 7. The roots of each of the following quadratic equation are real and equal. Find value of k. So there are two equations given. First one is 3y square plus ky plus 12 is equal to 0. And it is already mentioned that the roots are real and equal. And we need to find the value of k. So as it is already mentioned that the roots are real and equal, that means what is the roots are real and equal, that means delta is equal to 0. Delta means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. These are the keywords that are given in the question. We will use this further. So on comparing the given equation 3y square plus ky plus 12 equal to 0, we have the value of a as 3, b as k, and c is 12. And we also know delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Therefore, what is b is k square minus 4 into a is 3 and c is 12. Solve this now. K square minus into plus minus 4 into plus 3 minus into plus is minus 4 into 3 is 12 into 12 again. Therefore, k square minus into plus is minus 12 into 12 is 144. Therefore, delta is equal to 144. Here we got value of delta as 1 k square minus 144. But it is already given that roots are real and equal. That means we know that delta is equal to 0. Just that we need to find value of k. So what we have formula, what we have delta that we got is, here it is, delta is k square minus 144 is equal to 0. Okay, let's solve this. So we will make the square first. What we will do, as we have k square and minus 144, so we can also write it as k minus 12 whole square, because 12 is the square root of 144 is equal to 0. Here we will use the formula of a minus b whole square, which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. So we will apply this formula for k minus 2 whole square. We can write it as k plus 12 into k minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to minus 12 or k is equal to 12. Okay, I will explain this part again. This is k plus 12 equal to 0 or k minus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to, this plus 12 will go on the right hand side, it will become minus 12, or k is equal to 12. This minus will come on the right hand side and it will become positive. Therefore, the value of k is minus 12 or 12. Let's solve the next equation that is given is kx into x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. What we will do here, first we will make the equation or write it in a standard form. So the equation is kx into x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. In standard form, how we will write this? Kx into x is kx squared minus kx into minus 2 is minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Here a is equal to k, b is equal to minus 2, minus 2k, and c is equal to 6. So we know that delta can be found using b square minus 4ac is equal to, what is b? It is minus 2k square minus 4 into a is k into c is 6 is equal to minus into minus, that is minus 2 into minus 2 is 4. Minus into minus is plus, 2 into 2 is 4, k square. Okay, k into k is k square minus 4 into k is 4k into 6 is equal to 4k square minus 4k into 6 is 6 4s are 24, minus into plus is minus 24, and this k, therefore delta we got delta as 4k square minus 24k. It is already given that the roots are real and equal, which means delta is equal to 0. So what is delta from here? Delta is 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0. So here we can also take, as 4 is common, 24 comes in the table of 4. So we can take, and k is also common in both. Here 4k is common, and even here we can take 4k as common. We will take 4k outside, and this k remains here. This k minus 4 into how much is 24? 4 into 6 is 24 is equal to 0. So on solving this, we will get this. Therefore, if we group this, we can say 4k is equal to 0, or k minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, k is equal to 0 upon 4, or k is equal to 6. This 0 upon 4 is nothing but k is equal to 0, or k is equal to 6. Therefore, here k is equal to 0 is not acceptable. Why it is not acceptable? Because if k is equal to 0, the coefficient of the quadratic equation will become 0, and that is not possible. Okay, therefore k is equal to 6 is acceptable. Hence, the equation that is given will not be a quadratic equation if the value of k is 0. Hence, k is equal to 6 is the answer. That is, the value of k here is 6. Now, if you remember that we have parked one question earlier, two questions earlier. That is question number 2, for second and third question from practice set 2.5, and the first one. First one we already solved at the beginning, and this is the second one that we have parked. This is the parked question where we were asked to find the quadratic equation whose sum of roots is minus 7 and whose product of roots is equal to 5. So, as we don't know the equation and we need to find the equation here, also we have just given the condition of the sum of the roots and product of the roots. So in this case, if we take, that is, let alpha and beta be the roots of the quadratic equation. So what is alpha plus beta? That is, sum of roots is already given, which means if we add, that is, sum of roots alpha plus beta is minus 7. It is already given. Also, alpha into beta, that is, product of roots is equal to 5. It is also given. And the quadratic equation where alpha and beta are the roots is written as x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So on substituting the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, we can write x square minus, what is alpha plus beta? It is minus 5 minus 7, x plus, what is alpha into beta? It is 5. Okay, so x square minus into minus is plus 7, x plus 5 is equal to 0. So the required equation is x square. Here I will write x square plus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. Also, you can here pause the video and copy down this question and the solution for the same. Once done, you can move on to the next question that we parked earlier. The parked question is if alpha comma beta are the roots of quadratic equation, find value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So the equation is already given here, which is 2x square minus 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. And we need to find alpha plus beta. If you remember the formula, what is alpha plus beta? It is minus b upon a. And we also need to find alpha into beta. is equal to C upon A. So let us get these values first. Here A is equal to 2, B is equal to minus 4 and C is equal to minus 3. Okay. So here what is alpha plus beta minus B upon A? That is minus. What is B? Is minus 4 and A is 2 is equal to minus into minus is plus 4 upon 2. 2 ones are and 2 twos are 4. So alpha plus beta is 2. And what is alpha into beta? It is C upon A. That is what is C? It is minus 3 upon 2 is A is 2. So here we got the values of alpha plus beta is 2 and alpha into beta is minus 3 upon 2. So here I will write the value of alpha plus beta is 2 and alpha into beta is minus 3 upon 2. So here we end with our practice set 2.5 for class 10 SSC board algebra. And thank you for watching the entire video. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. You can also mention your question in comment section so that it becomes easier for me to understand if you are able to understand the questions. Tip is that you can solve the question 2 to 3 times, each question 2 to 3 times. Try understanding the question and solve it on your own.